3 CBP officers were approaching me with machine guns. I was about to be tackled because I pushed through the metal fence and I crossed the checkpoint and I was running. I was chasing a bus and I was knocking on the window, telling them to pull over. When I saw the CBP officers approaching me, I just straight up yelled, "The passport and green card's on the bus." The bus pulled over. I yelled over the fence what happened. The very, very, very good bus driver went back on and found the pouch that contained all the green cards and passports, came back down, gave it to us, and we crossed and we successfully entered. This was a crazy case because they've been out of the US for like 5 years, but we were able to get back then. Let me walk you through the rest of it because this is an insane story. Hi everyone, my name is Joseph. I'm the managing partner here at Tsang and Associates, where we solve legal problems with creative solutions. So there's actually 2 problems, one legal problem and one very practical human problem. The legal problem was she's a green card holder, been out of the US for a significant amount of time, I think like 5 years or so. They have a home in Hawaii, other homes in the US, but she just couldn't be here. Husband has a green card but flies in and out, but she hasn't, and she was really worried that she wouldn't be let in. We prepared everything, we liaisoned, we talked to the officer, the case is good, so we were about to come in. Before getting off the bus, the client was like, "I hope everything is successful," and I'm like, "Don't worry, everything's gonna be fine," and we're waiting in line. And right then, I was like, okay, well, remember to have your green cards out, and then, this is what you should say. You're gonna get your picture taken, they're gonna ask you questions, you're gonna respond this way, I'm gonna be with you, everything is gonna be fine. And I started to see the wife start panicking, like just all over. And then she's like, "I don't have my green card, I don't have my green card." And then the husband was just like hands in the pocket, just like looking at her. And I start to see the bus start to move. And I rushed out, I shoved open the door. If there was like a sniper, I think I could have been sniped. I had my hands up, it was clear that I was going after the bus, I was knocking on the bus, and I could have said anything. I could have said, "Stop the bus." I could have said, "I left something on the bus." But I think none of those things would have saved me. I could have been tackled. But by saying green card and passport is on the bus, it clearly communicates why the urgency and that I am not a threat. And so they were able to stop the bus. The officers were able to get out, and we were able to get the green cards back from the nice bus driver. The client was just so happy. And then when we got to the front of the line, everybody else on the bus already cleared, right? So we were the last ones. It's just so shameful just thinking about it. But we went to the front. This case was already complicated as is because it's been out for so long. Husband flies in and out, but how come the wife can't fly in and out? I have to explain the situation between them. But this whole fiasco of the bus, of running, the sweat, we were able to explain that situation, and the officer just like smiled and said, "All right, just come in." So sometimes when a bad situation happened, it's not the end of the world. I don't know what your takeaway from this is, but our takeaway is it's important to run as well. Like being physically fit as an attorney, to be able to run in the field, that's just as important as like legal theory and legal knowledge. You need to be able to think on the spot. You need to navigate that situation. The client literally told me to go pat down the other passengers like 2 times. If I just said, "Okay, whatever you want, go," and I can't come back, that would be horrendous, right? So being able to make good judgment calls in a split second, have the physical aptitude to be able to run and talk to officers when machine guns are pointed at you in the moment of panic. We just do what needs to get done and figure out the rest later on, right? And so that's a spirit that we have, and that's the difference between a field agent and an office manager.